It's Monday, and that means we have another big reveal from the upcoming Warhammer 40,000 10th edition box set. This time, it's the Librarian. The trailer's in the background now. We have a nice new article to go over it. In today's video, I just want to go over and talk about the Librarian, Terminators as a whole, and also some rumors that I've been hearing about future models that may have the new Terminator armor. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Now, this has just been posted over on the Warhammer community article. Firstly, you can see the model right here. I love the pose. It is confirmed that this is a HQ character because he is standing on a rock. This is a small rock compared to what we normally get, but it basically looks like the Librarian that we all saw from that epic CGI trailer that they put out earlier, a couple, was it like 2-3 weeks ago now? He's got his axe, he's got his wrist-mounted bolter. This is something that I completely missed on the trailer, and a lot of people have brought this up to me, like, since the Librarian does have that wrist-mounted bolter, is this kind of the format now that we may be seeing for potential new Grey Knight models in the future? A lot of people have been asking me what's happening with the Grey Knights, with the new scale now that we're getting with Terminators, and when you look at the Grey Knights, like most of their most badass models are all in Terminator armor, right? Does that mean they're going to get a range refresh? I personally believe, and this is just speculation, this is not whispers from the warp at this time, that in 10th edition, the Grey Knights will get a range refresh, and we will see a bunch of new models brought up to scale, just like we're seeing with these Terminators and everything else that's going to be in the 10th edition box set. Now, if we quickly scroll down, we can actually see this section, which interests me because it says the new Librarian is clad in the finest Artificer raw armor that can provide engraved with special wards to avert the nasty side effects from psychic powers. Unlike Nejal, or I like to call him Nidji the Stormcaller of the Space Wolves or Mephisto and the Blood Angels, this guy is a chapter agnostic, featuring no specific symbols or logos, so you can easily add him to your existing force. This is what they always do when it comes to 10th edition box sets. They make them as plain as possible, a plain Jane, so you can paint them as Salamanders, Imperial Fists, Ultramarines in this case, you know, Raven Guard for you 5 players who exist in the world. You can do whatever you want. Now, the thing that they mention here is Nidji Stormcaller, and I personally think this is now the foundation being set. Just like what we just spoke about with the Grey Knights, every big character that you have now who is currently a firstborn Marine who is in Terminator armor is going to receive this new model treatment. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to be a Primaris Marine, because the new law with this is that they can both be a Primaris or firstborn when it comes to Terminator armor. That is something that they made clear right at the start. So when you look at characters like Belial, we mentioned the other day, who has just received something in the latest Arcs of Omen book, which I won't go into detail. Go and watch that video if you want to check what happens to him. People like Lysander, me as a huge Imperial Fist fan, I've been wondering, why has Lysander not got a new model? And I think this is why. They've been waiting for the new Terminator scale to come out so they can give models like Lysander the best treatment possible. Because there's always a debate, like, since they're upgrading everyone to a Primaris Marine, are they going to give him Aggressor armor, Gravis armor? Because we never had a new scale of Terminator armor. Now we do have this new scale of Terminator armor. It makes sense that he's going to get a new model, just simply upgraded to look better on the battlefield. Now, before we do get into the whispers of the warp and the rumors, like I said, I think this model is great. Everything about it, all the sigils on it, the axe itself, the pose, the book. Definitely going to be adding this to my Imperial Fist. I don't really have a lot of Librarians, actually, in my Imperial Fist arm. I think I have one Librarian, if I'm not mistaken. So this chap will mean, a fine addition to my collection. I'll go all General Grievous. It does mention a few things at the bottom, but still not a lot of stuff. And basically, at the end of this month, we're going to see everything revealed at Warhammer Fest. I've actually just been contacted by Games Workshop, for those of you who didn't watch my stream the other day, and they've gave me permission to film at Warhammer Fest. So I am planning to stream from Warhammer Fest, do a walk around and stuff like that. Maybe you guys can give me some directions. Hey, go and see this cabinet, Valrak, go and see that cabinet. And, I'll go over there and I'll do your bidding. Now, in terms of rumors, I'm hearing at the end of summer, this box set is going to be split up. So, again, just to let people know who are not familiar with how GW releases things, they've been doing something where it's kind of FOMO. It's kind of a an awful way to do it, to be fair, where they've been putting the like the big models in boxes and then they release them separately a couple of months later. Now with 10th edition, every Starter edition, what they tend to do, is what they do is they release it and then they release it separately. Certain models they release separately. Like I'm thinking of 8th edition, the Gravis Captain wasn't released separately. Was it the Death Guard guy? The guy who had the big bell? I don't think he was released separately. But most of the models are released separately. And what I'm hearing around the end of summer, this is when we're going to start getting the multi-part kits, because all these, what I'm hearing, are just, the easy to build kits that slot together. And once we start getting that, I'm hearing we're going to get some new models introduced in Terminator armor. There is whispers at this time. Please, again, take rumors for rumors. They could all be lies until GW confirm this themselves, that we're apparently going to be getting a new chaplain in Terminator armor as well, which kind of does make sense, because when you look at the Terminator range, the latest chaplain that we got, I think it was like an event exclusive model, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but you can no longer get that model at all, or you have to go to events to get that model. So at the end of summer, I think we're going to start seeing a lot more stuff introduced, a lot more weapons kit. Hopefully, fingers crossed, like Storm Shields, Thunder Hammers, Lightning Claws. I love Terminators, but at this moment in time, it's just the range variants that we're getting. There's no mention, there's no hint at all about the melee variants, which I like more than the range stuff. But that's it. That's enough waffling from me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you want to go and check this out for yourself, again, I'll put the trailer in the background now so you can see all the flashy stuff from it. Great looking model. Can't wait to get my hands on it. I'm hoping next week it's going to be the Terminator Captain, but I doubt it. I think they may do like the Screamer Killer or something, because I think it's like a tennis match. It goes from Space Marine to a Tyranid, from Space Marine to a Tyranid. I actually think we've only got one more week until we're at 10th edition, so it probably will end on a Tyranid, and then we'll see the full box set revealed at Warhammer Fest, and we'll get to see all the eye candy stuff fully painted in cabinets. Right, now I am going. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. See you in a bit. Have a great day, and bye-bye.